And that's what happens when I fumble around. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back to another episode of Fog's World. Last episode, we fumbled and bumbled around and we eventually built this. It didn't really do it in the most economical way possible. Now that I think about it, it would have been pretty easy to do it without any torches down there at all. But, whatever, it works. And so we're keeping it. And that's what happens when I fumble around without a really carefully constructed plan ahead of time. And guess what? We're kind of doing it again today. I still don't have a hard plan of what I want to do, but I have a vague idea. I've got this mob grinder up here. It's been there since very early in the series, but I have yet to actually hook up the output of this mob grinder into my storage room. And the storage room isn't that far away. You would think that it would make sense to do that. So I've got a row of stuff here, and here, and here, and here, and here. And I've got to just put stuff there, right? It should be pretty easy. And this is overflow. That should be pretty easy to handle. Now, where it gets kind of tricky is with this bone. I really, really, really want bone to go in here. But I also want to keep around all of the rotten flesh, and I'd also like to have them not be mixed. So I have to be a little creative with that. And I also have very little space to work with. So this is going to prove to be a little bit of a challenge, I think. But I think we can make it work. I think. Should be able to, right? Yeah, sure. Sure we should. All I have to do... This is on a corner, so all I have to do is build the sorter for this off to the side, and I can just use this for all the overflow. And I think I have enough room to build all the sorters behind there. The question is, do I have enough hoppers? And I do not. So I'm going to have to go on a spree to get a pile of hoppers. Let's see. I'm going to need at least... Oh, gosh. More than 25. Why don't I get a stack of hoppers together, and after I've got a stack of hoppers together, I will be back. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me build a stack of hoppers, and then I'll be back. See you in a little bit. And I'm back. Okay, so first thing to do, let's get some things in place so that we can build a sorting system back here. That means we got to get behind the wall, of course. So let's go ahead and open this up a little bit. There's one more chest down there? Yes, there is. Okay. Yeah, that's good for starters. Okay. And now let's go ahead and put in some of these guys. Now this guy down here... Okay, so this is bone. This is going to be the everything else. So this is overflow. This will be for bone, and this will be for the other stuff, zombie flesh. And zombie flesh goes down to here. Okay, so there's zombie flesh. And there's... Let me put a torch back here. There is bone right there. Alright, that should get me started. Let's come back and let's build some sorters. But I need some materials for this. I'm going to need a bunch of torches. I'm going to need some repeaters and some comparators. And a bunch of redstone. And that's pretty much all I need, except I want to use some building blocks so that I don't accidentally... Here, we'll use polished andesite, because why not? so I don't accidentally backfill. I mean, so I don't accidentally remove my sorter. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this built. This guy needs a proper sorter, so he's going to go here. You are going there. Oh. Yeah. Minor problem. These guys do have to be all in line. Otherwise, the torches will interfere. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So let's go ahead and open this up. I should still have enough room to build this. Let's go ahead and pop a torch or two back here. Okay, so sorters. We're building sorters, and these are going to be the ones that whose flow is locked right here, I think. Yeah. So that means this needs to be a row of regular blocks like this. I went one too far. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And these torches lock this like that. Yep. And we put... Nope, I'm one too high. I'm one too high. Aren't I? No, I can't be one too high. I can't be one too high. And the reason I can't be one too high is because for these guys, so the ones that lock have to be the ones above them. These are the ones that have to be locked. Yep, that's what has to happen. Okay. So there's our sorting blocks. And this gets repeaters right here. And blocks there, so I've got to go up a couple more. That's fine, that can be done. Oh, don't make me go any higher. Don't make me go any higher. No, I should be okay. I should be okay. If I have to go any higher, though, I'm going to end up with water coming down on everything, and I don't want that. What am I doing wrong here? What am I doing wrong? These are in the wrong spot. That's what I'm doing wrong. Aren't they? Yes, they are. These guys go here. Yeah. The repeaters go here. Yeah, that's right. No, I'm out of the andesite. Oh no. Not that I particularly like polished andesite. In fact, I think it's pretty ugly. But at least it's something I'll be able to recognize when I come back here, right? Okay, now I think we're in business. So this is where our overflow goes. So this... Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's put in the sorter. This is comparators. And then we have hoppers that have to point into the comparators is what we need. Like this. Now the reason you point the hoppers into the comparators like this is that way they will tend to not drain prematurely, which is kind of important. Oop, there we go. You know, I'm going to go ahead and do this so I can get back behind here if I need to. Because I know I'm going to need to. Aren't I? Because I'm going to need to be able to put my stuff in there. Actually, maybe I'll load those now. No, I don't need to. I can just do this. Okay, anyway. So this just gets loaded up with redstone. And now we need items in there that won't sort. We need 4 in each of these, and we've got, what, 5 sorters. So let's go ahead and let's get all the materials for the sorters before we go any farther. Let's see, 5 times 4 is, I don't remember how many, it's 20. So I need at least 20 non-matching items. So the easiest way to do that, oh, I've got stone right there. Easiest way to do that, find me an anvil. I think I have one over here. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, come over here. Use our anvil. We are going to make some blocker buttons. And I only need 20 of them. Well, okay, blocker stones will work too. No, I prefer to use buttons. And the reason I prefer to use buttons is because they're easier to identify as what they are that way. So there we have 20. And we rename them to something that won't match anything else. And now we've got an item that will only stack with itself, and therefore we don't need to worry about it stacking with the wrong thing. Okay, we need some... Yeah, let's get our materials for the matching. Get you out of the way. We need a stack of arrows, and a stack of gunpowder, and a stack of string, and a stack of bone, and a stack of dirt. I mean, not dirt, rotten flesh. And everything else just stacks with itself. Okay, so that's fine. Everything else just gets shoved in where it gets shoved in. So let's go back here. Back in here. Come on, come on, come on. Here, it's easier. Blockers. Okay, so where's my blocker buttons? There they are. We do a stack of those. And this one was the... Oh, they're in order. So this one's arrows. Okay, so there go the arrows. This one gets a stack, gets some blockers, and it gets a stack of gunpowder. This one gets some blockers and a stack of string. And this one gets some blockers and a stack of bone. And this one blockers and rotten flesh. Okay, and then we're just going to do these guys right across the top like that. And now we have a sorting system. But we've got nowhere to feed into the sorting system. So we're going to have to come back up on top and we're going to have to fix that. We'll leave this open because why not? There's enough light in there that everybody should be happy. And we need to put this torch right back there. Is that the right spot? That's the right spot. Yes, it is. Okay. All right, so we have our sorting system in place now. Now we just need to wire it up to that up there. And I have to decide whether I'm going to do something fancy or whether I'm just going to wire it up normal like. I think the latter. So the trick here is I don't want water coming into what I've built. So let's do this. I think I'm gonna find, not there. So let's see. We've got a chest and then a thing right there, right? Oh, nope, I'm in the wrong spot by 1. Okay. That's all right. Easy to fix that. There, that's the input to my sorter right there. Okay, so let's do this. And let's put the water back. Nice. Put a source block there. Come down below. Source block of water. No, one more. Thank you. I'll do a couple just to make sure. Carry an extra. Carrying a spare is often a good idea. All right. Yeah, okay. Now we just got to hook this dude over to here. And let's do it. Let's do it. I guess we just carry it right straight over. I could try to do something fancy with it, but I don't think that makes any sense. Yeah, okay. So we're just going to just do the obvious. Give me you. No, I can't put you there. Okay. So this is the weak link. I'm not real happy with the idea. I'm not really happy with the idea of having a string of hoppers that leads all the way across my lovely roof. This would be better. Yeah, it would be better if it weren't a string of hoppers. But the problem is the alternative would be a water channel, or even like maybe a row of ice and fling the drops over the ice. None of those really is that attractive as an idea. So I don't think I'm going to do it. Yeah, okay, whatever. We're just going to do this. One more. And then over we go. Oh, no. Get out of there. Ah, why won't you work? All right, we're going to do this. I need some light. I need some light, I say. I'll move that in a minute. All right, we're hooked up. Boom, 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 boom. This is going to take a while to drain, but that's okay. Let's use sea lanterns for this. Let's do. Do let's. Oh, do let's. Okay. So we'll come back here. I'm going to put a sea lantern there. I'm going to put a sea lantern there. I'm going to put a sea lantern right there. That should do. Should keep it a little more attractive, I think. Here, we'll put one there too, just to make it look like we actually thought about it a little, huh? Yeah, I don't know that we need that one there. Okay, I think we're good. Let's go ahead and check that we're sorting, as we should be. I'm sure we are. Okay, that's filled up. That was a trap chest, right? These are filling, near as I can tell. Yeah, we should have a bunch of junk in here. In fact, let's move some of this junk eventually. I think we're good, though. I think we got it. So that's at 6. Now it's at 9. That's a trap chest. That's what it's doing, All right. I think we have a working sorting system. Let's put some stuff away. And we'll do some checking up on stuff. And we should be good. All right, and there we go. It is done. I'm still not really happy with having those hoppers right over the top of my roof, but I don't know what else to do about it, to be honest. I really don't. So I think we just have to live with it. It is a bit unattractive, though. I wonder if maybe it would make more sense to run them straight over the top instead of off to the side like that. Because at least then, yeah, I don't know. All right, guys, one last thing. I gave it some thought, and I came up with a better way to do. Came up with a better way to route stuff, and I think this looks a ton better. A ton better. Oh yeah. So the funnel goes down through the dome. And then straight across, it's got end rods on top to light it up. And it literally just goes straight across the middle and then down. And I think that looks so much better. Don't you? Don't you think that looks better? I think that looks a ton better. It looks like it wasn't just kind of added as an afterthought. It looks like, you know, some kind of duct work run across the ceiling, and I think that works a lot more. I'm not sure about this piece of glass. I'm thinking maybe we don't do that piece of glass, if for no other reason than it makes it harder for me to get in. But as you can see, everything is working, everything's sorted correctly, and I'm much happier with it routed that way. So yeah, I think that's the way we'll go. Well, guys, that's all we have time for this episode. So thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like. And if you want to see more, please subscribe. We do this every week. And I will see you all next Monday on Fog's World. Bye-bye, guys.